Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's time to get ready to go for the Westside Crusin in the live summon event in the Crew 2. A themed summon related to lowrider vehicles, customized vehicle with hydraulic functions, is now featured to be as the second lowrider themed summon after the LA Lowriders made its in-game appearance in September 2020. As the name suggests, all main events, including skills, takes place in Northern California, with certain of them in the city of San Francisco. For a brand new story in American legend, we'll be having 12 steps. Will be featured on highs and lows to get the different lowrider variation on the Plymouth Roadrunner is now having a different look to be customized with some good different decals to be as a livery. But what can I say? Because a third kind of the lowrider variation in the different muscle car is about to go on to have a good place to be well driven on street race events, and its car mates will be driving around in free mode. Just like the Chevrolet Impala Lowrider Naranja Edition and its alternate variation designed to be in the same type of the lowrider is now also to be part of it to have a good street race discipline. Will be racing around in the gates of Chinatown to be on the restriction. And also to have a touring car discipline will be putting up to be on the Impala Sports Sedan as well, along with a grand finale in Live Xtreme Series will be featured for only 6 events to have 3 skills coming in to have some good disciplines. We'll be ready to go for having a good moment to race around in the Northern California. But also to have one more thing, I have finally made it on to tier number 50 to have purchased on the premium content to have 4 new rides and some more vanities is now putting up to add up to be in 80,000 crew credits. Finally made it on time before the final week is about to be coming soon. So if you may ever new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the live summit event, and let's begin. Okay viewers, there are 2 Chevy Impalas to be featured in the bundle event in $273,279 in 20% discount for only 1 touring car is now also to be available to be on the restriction. Since we have the Naranja Edition of the Chevy Impala Lowrider is now putting up with a nice orange different livery to be putting up with a different style, including the white wall tires. Also to have some hydraulics to be well used to be on the front and rear. Street race discipline, 385 horsepower and a top speed of 124 miles per hour. And this one is the very first lowrider ever since in the LA Lowriders live summon, along with a Red Duchess Edition, as I also said to be as a second variation with the same car to be in the same lowrider. But it looks very cool to be colored in orange, and also to have a Red Duchess Edition is now also to be as another special variant of the Impala SS to have the same hydraulics to be on the black paint job and a red body line molding, and it has a dark red interior. But this one is also to have a different look of the interior of the Impala to be in the Naranja Edition. So let's go and take a good showcase on the touring car edition in the Chevy Impala Sports Sedan. 385 horsepower and a top speed of 124 miles per hour. Same as any other different versions of the Impala, but this one is the 1965 Chevy Impala SS NASCAR to have a different version look to be as a stock car with a wing spoiler on top of it. But it looks pretty cool and very awesome to be well drive onto the circuit. But this is going to be a very good excellent to have 2 Impalas will be well purchased to have more available prices will be at the go. Alright. Only 1 Impala to be labeled as a pro racing discipline, so let's go and take on to have 6 events and 3 skills will be participate to enter. So much golden opportunity from Gold Secret 2 from the last event, and ended up to be at rank 5,434 place to be on the platinum spot to get the Mazda RX-8 Gold Edition. Low poly golden smoke is now already acquired to be well added up to be on the bonus. There you go. 175,000 bucks to be added up to be putting up as a refund. So now it also comes in to have some more rewards as usual to have a purple underglow to be on the common. Mostly for several players who have already got this underglow will be added up to be on the extra along with a Fame Magnetic boosted for the street race discipline. So let's go and take on 3 skills and 6 events. We'll be settled in to have one good excellent sprint run in stage number 8 of the US Speed Tour West and the grand finale from Live Xtreme Series. So let's go over to have some selection onto the skills. Let's take on for the Big Sur Escape to be on the West Coast. Clearly for some mostly fine hypercars will be eligible to be participate to see how faster to be on the road, but challenging depends on the less traffic is also to be well put up for. Oh, almost forgot one more thing that I just putting up the preview look on the Lamborghini Gallardo to have a nice golden tire as I also to be purchased from the premium content. Looks solid golden, you guys. Looks very solid gold. Now let's go and choose a different hypercar that I have to choose. Select discipline. This time I could probably have to try out with new rides to be part in Season 5 Episode 1 American Legends. But only just gonna have to test it out to see how it feels. Just gonna have to switch up the parts from the Bugatti Depot and carried over to the Chevrolet Corvette C7 ZR1 Gold Nugget Edition. Starting out to have this kind of a Corvette CR1 C7 to be labeled onto tier number 1. So let's test this puppy out and see how it feels to be put up with the Nitro Chemist on the performance. Here I go. Let's see how this gold edition is going to be much fine gold. Just like the standard version of the coupe version of the Corvette C7 ZR1. So let's take the right side direction and go driver way and going up onto the main distance by the yards. Looks very good. And also that I added up with some good types of vanities with the nitro and some golden tires is also to be well put up to be equipped. But especially to have the golden rush to be on the rooftop as well. I really love this kind of a Gold Nugget Corvette C7 ZR1 is a very good track-only hypercar to be well driven on the road. Gonna have to go up the speed. Maintain on a high pace to be on the uphill. Red zone is coming in fast. 4,000 yards to be complete. And there you have it. Skill number 1 is check complete. Let's see the outcome activity performance. Not bad. Not bad after all. No problem. Just gonna have to go faster and take the right turn at the street. So brilliant and remarkable to have a golden opportunity since last week live summon to be work hard to get the RX-8 Gold Edition is the number 1 golden rare opportunity to be as a prize reward card to be added to your collection. But many kinds of owners who also use the same car will be added up to be on the main bonus to get some more currency bucks. So now, let's go to San Francisco for the speed trap. We'll be on the roll. And this time, I had to cruise around and choose a staging position to be on the speed trap. Gonna have to cruise around and take the right turn. Okay, looks like traffic cars are roaming around to do the normal way. Almost lighter, but it would be doing much perfect to be on the same spot from last time. Gonna have to reverse. Staging up right over here. Yeah, looks like this Corvette is a golden beauty. Just one more check on the look of the interior. Just like the C7 convertible, but only in this kind of a hardtop version, also to have this kind of a different look of the interior as a Gold Nugget Edition. The trim is also to be putting up with some golden yellow and also to have some different looks onto the detail view. Carbon fiber is actually to become the Corvette's most finest favorite taste. Let's switch back on to the different vehicle to be on the discipline. Go for the drag race and select the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 to be colored in golden chrome. Double check. Now gonna have to switch up onto the C7 Corvette Stingray to have an all-wheel drive Japanese dragster will be packed up and go faster to be on a full speed nitro. Alright, let's see how the golden R34 Skyline can actually have to take the speed trap, and also to have some nice golden tires to be well outfitted for the dragster. Sounds pretty cool to have that smoke to be on the gold rush. Better get ready. 3, 2, 1, and launch the green. And successful on the rightful spot. 335.2 miles per hour. Speed trap number 1 is cleared to be checked on the main outcome. That's the ticket. 100,000 points to be well achieved to be on the new record spot, folks. That's how land-based vehicle always gets the job done. Now for skill number 3. We're flying up in the Bay Area for the aerobatics plane and air race discipline. Gotta make sure to be automatically to be on the HR3 will be at the go to match the figures. Gonna have to do it quick. First checkpoint clear. Now for the second. Gonna have to stay on it. There you go. Now for the bridge, we'll be going on the aim. Splendid, very splendid. Almost had a chance. Now, gonna have to do a night flight and go right back onto the main position. We're flying up towards the Golden Gate. Okay, looks like that's where the checkpoint is at. That's the spirit. Now go towards the finish line and clear up from the Golden Gate. GG on skill number 3. More like Golden Gate complete on skill number 3. Successful and flying in the sky around in San Francisco. Kinda like having a lot of good jump start to be climbing up onto the silver spot to have 3 skills by a total range of 300,000 points is now getting closer onto the gold towards the platinum. Well, I guess this might be the perfect time to take on 3 events, including the other 3 will be on different disciplines, including the grand finale of Live Xtreme Series. First up, racing in the Chevy Impala Sports Sedan at the Giants Edicíon track will be on the Pro Racing category to be at the podium spot go. But I'll make sure I'll have to save it for the Impala Lowrider Naranja Edition, and that means Orange Edition in Spanish, by the way. That's how the difference is between the Orange Edition in English and the Naranja Edition in Spanish. So I also to put up with some different vanities on the Impala Sports Sedan Touring Car Edition is now packed up onto 320 performance level in 766 horsepower in the top speed of 247 miles per hour. Handling is going much average to be passing through to be on the easy handling scale. But also to have a lucky guy underglow to be well put up to have a nice epic vanity to be well put up for. So let's test this good sports sedan race car out and go for the track. This is going to be a lot of good lucky choice for this car. Will be featured in the live summon to take the restriction. And here it comes. We got some good Ferrari 488 GT3 race car. We'll be taking turn 1 at the start. Let's pack it up and go for the boost.
You just took the lead.
Ooh, the handling might be quite very wide open. Just like any kinds of GT race cars in the modern era, the classic car could probably have to go with old-fashioned to have new tricks to be on this old dog. Very good. Drifting up onto the power slide and stay on track to be on the next turn. Closer, but also to have the wing spoiler to be well fitted for some pro racing regulations. That should be much better to see how racing with different car classes such as GT3, GT2, or GT1, and also to have one GT500 is the Nissan Skyline GTR is also to be in the same touring car class. But this kind of the car of the Chevy Impala is actually to be used as a stock car for the 1960s NASCAR to be racing around on the track. Just like any other kinds of muscle stock cars, unlike the Plymouth Superbird, is now also to be putting up with a good, exclusive kind of a race car to be well modified from the Roadrunner version. But I mean, this race car is going to be well driven to be on the track to be put up with some good modification and added up on the wing spoiler ever since the first installment in the crew. Just like the road car version to be labeled as a street discipline is now put up with some good combination as the street and Perspect. But it is also to have some different customization to be well outfitted to be almost to be as a lowrider variant until the Crew 2 comes out to have a lowrider live summit to be featured around in Los Angeles. So halfway there, viewers, gonna have to pack up the speed and go up to be on next sector around the course. Handling is going very wide open. I have to go pro racing to have this old dog to do some new tricks. Power slide technique's good. Now let's see how several Ferrari 488 GT3 race car is still coming around each other. Still passing on to be in the current length of the gap by almost exactly 12 seconds. Mark on the green and circle around onto the next lap before the final lap is about to kick in. Alright, very nice on the power slide handling. Pressure up on the brakes and go down the hill. Checkpoint by the sector clear. Gonna have to take the left turn by the corner. Oof. I should rather learn about this car to become very challenging and good handling to do some tricky skills. Almost at 90%. We're getting closer to take the final stretch will be entered to be on the start and finish line section. But here it is. Next distance for only 0.75 miles to go. Let's go powered up on to the boost. Take the final turn and bring the Impala home onto the podium. Successful run and one legendary bundle earned in the pro racing class. Now that's classic competition, and also to have the first attempt to be on the new record by 4 minutes 12.364 seconds in the activity performance onto the outcome. One event down, 5 more to go, especially for the grand finale and stage 8 of the US Speed Tour West. So let's go and take on in the Pacific Coast Edicíon event to be in the Figure 8 water circuit is now going in to set sail. Calm waters plus having some rough waves equals the combination of pro racing onto the powerboat. Now let's choose a powerboat whenever I have to be selected to have 3 kinds of UDRS power sport variations, including one on the DCB M31 wide body. But I'll make sure I have to go with a Frauscher 1414 Demon. Is now going to be well yacked up to be in 2700 horsepower and a top speed of 191 miles per hour. Time to ride with a big yacht and go for the competition to see how pro racing powerboat riders can also have to race around into the figure 8 water circuit. So let's go, and reached up to the top 3 position I go.
I don't know why anyone else is even bothering.
Coming through, make an overtake on clearance. That's more like it. Calm waters will be passed on to be in the checkpoint before going in to be in the moderation waves. Time to boost it up. Lap number 1 is going to be a piece of cake. There's the jump. Gonna take it. Yeah! Quick refill by 50% progression coming in forward. That will be doing much quicker to be on the quick advantage on every kinds of position when riding on the water. First lap clear. Now proceed on to lap number 2 for the final lap. This is going to be a piece of cake to drive around in this big yacht. Packing up by almost in about 195 miles per hour, pushing up onto the rudders. There's some more opponents coming in. Gonna take the jump. Splash down and clear for the straightaway to take the next checkpoint until the final lap onto the finish line to do the full stretch. There you go. Now climbing up onto 200 miles per hour on the water and successfully to be at the podium for UDRS in Sportec. So very good to be well riding on the yacht, and also to have the outcome activity performance in 100,000 points is 100% complete. Pro racing boats doesn't stand a chance with driving the big yacht to have a good, excellent horsepower to take the competition. So now, 2 pro racing categories is all checked for only 4 more events to go. So let's go and take on to have a good sailing back to San Francisco to be in the commute. Luckily, the perfect time to be using with a golden Lamborghini Gallardo Super Leggera is now going in to be at the golden start. But speaking of which, I might have to make sure to try out with a Mazda RX-8 Gold Edition later on after the video is ended. So let's choose any kinds of best street race discipline will be available by choose. I'll make sure my recommend pick is going to be a very good golden opportunity to have all kinds of good items ever since I have purchased on the premium content bundle. Only 80,000 credits to be ended up on to tier number 50. So let's go and hop on board with a golden Gallardo. We'll be taking the number 1 spot to be in last place at the grid start. So you see, it's very cool to have the golden tires is well put up to have a nice shiny chrome effect. So let's see how the golden style will be stay on top to be in the lead.
Come on, you can do it.
Alright, Gold Rush to take the first checkpoint I go, and driving around to be in the morning time onto the streets of San Francisco. But very good to be outfitted to be on the Collector Underglow because it's gonna be a very good type of a Haggerty collection. Going up onto the boost, slide turn on the left. All-wheel drive takes a good driving freestyle around in the city. Now entering Pacific Heights. Gonna have to take the right turn onto the next street. very good to have the Gold Rush Nitro to be on the Epic. But it's also to be rare, by the way, because any kinds of good types of Nitro to be on the rare or Epic is going to be the #1 best pick for every Crew 2 players, can also to have their favorite ride and goes for having some good extreme jump moments. And takes the jump by having a touchdown to take the right turn on the way. Solid go, baby. Checkpoint clear and proceed improved time at the end of the first lap. Gonna have to wait for the Nitro Chemist to be on the full refill standby. Hold it in. Regain control of the mobility. Alright. Lap #1 clear. Push forward on to lap #2. Okay, absolutely good check on the handling improvement. Pedestrian is walking around to do the normal routine. Boosted up Nitro again onto the straightaway to pass the next checkpoint. Okay, very good on the handling. Next turn on the street again. Here I go again, you guys. This time, it's about to go maximum velocity to hit the Nitro to take the jump. Oh yes, now this is gonna be so golden epic. Touchdown to be on the breaking point to be in the downhill. I'm so very love to have gold cars to be well painted up in chrome. But of course, painted in chrome in any kinds of discipline is a very good golden rare opportunity in the Crew 2. Just like the first installment when you're playing in PvP mode. But it's gonna be doing some hard work to do some ordinary competition by ongoing, but still takes a lot of progress before climbing up onto the platinum after getting gold. But that was a lot of pure driving golden first place to be in the podium in the street race at San Francisco, folks. Almost close enough, but I'll make sure trying out the Mazda RX-8 Gold Edition is going to be checked and complete to be on the follow-up catch-up. So, 3 down, 3 more to go to be on the halfway point. And there's the daily expert to be well checked and complete for the challenge. Alright viewers, now for the lowrider we go to take on in the gates of Chinatown to be using with a Chevrolet Impala lowrider Naranja Edition, Spanish to be labeled as Orange Edition. Or maybe if possible to have the Red Duchess Edition is now also to be featured to be in the restriction. One car only to have a different kind of a lowrider to be outfitted with some different liveries, but no need to have color change to be on this base car. Here I go folks, UDRS InSportTech to be in the lowrider variation is now at the go. Let's go drive fast and do a low and slow to be in the hydraulics. But I'll make sure to save the best one at the finish line to do some good excellent stretching up. Just like any kinds of different lowriders from GTA Online. But I mean, I just really might need to have some more lowriders to do some good customization if I could probably have some more cash.
Peasy, lemon squeezy.
Only in the GTA cash on the other game, folks. So let's go and take the streets of Chinatown in San Francisco to take the downhill. Alright, gonna have to slow down and take the asphalt. Regain control, stretching up on the rear. That's more like it. Just gonna have to drive high and low and go faster for the pace. Okay, keep up the handling. This kind of a rarity is going to be doing some excellent performance for all the homes. Stretch up onto the front and go on to the braking point to be on the left turn to go up the street hill. There you go. Looks like the second place driver is catching up onto my position. I have to catch up. Smooth checkpoint to be on the right before take the left direction to be on the street. Going back to Chinatown and take lap number 2 for the final lap. Come on, Holmes. This road glider is also to be well driven to be on the streets. Excellent handling. Checkpoint clear. Gonna keep it steady. Almost at 75% in the progression. Time for a quick shortcut I go. Now doing a quick advantage will be well driven to be on the main avenue. Alright, let's go up and do a good rear position to be rise up on the front. Okay, stretch it up. Reflex driving is doing some lowrider's work. Final stretch I go and hit the nitro. Yeah, that's more like it. 300,000 followers earned in 2 minutes 33 point a decimal by 798 seconds. Alright, clean racing technique is doing some average job well done. Now let's go and take on for the grand finale of the live Xtreme Series. We'll be taking the checkpoint before moving on in stage number 8 of the US Speed Tour West. But optionally, this might be the perfect time to go for the mixed event to be in the street race discipline. So let's see how the progression is doing well. Currently at the goal in rank 13,187 place. So let's go and hop right back in onto the Lamborghini Gallardo. We'll be well able to be put up to be in the same gold variation type color. We'll be doing a time attack. So let's choose the better suitable vehicle to be in the same car. Alright, let's hop back in onto the Gallardo to take the time attack onto the final stage in the US Speed Tour West Edition. It's going to get a golden effort to be in the main time to have 5 minutes and 11 seconds to be on the main goal to be in time attack on stage number 8. Let's do this.
US Speed Tour West final part, stage number 8. Which driver will be the best from San Francisco, California, up to Seattle, Washington?
For this part of the mixed event, when driving a golden Lamborghini Gallardo, always make sure to watch the paint or try not to get any scratches around by having a contact. But it's going to be a main possibility to be on the main goal to be well driven to be in the clean time attack. Always make sure to put up with some maximum speed of nitro with the nitro chemist in it. We'll be stay on in every route as always to be cruising around to go faster to be in the top speed. Checkpoint cleared to be in 14%. Now going up into 15%. Stay on track. Go for the right turn and coming in to be on the road. Entering onto the forest. Let's stay on track and go for the inside to have some good cornering to be on the main road of the street. Checkpoint clear. Go for the brake. Take the inside to be on the steady pace. Going uphill. Alright, that's the ticket. Halfway there to have a moderation boost. Slow down and quick proceed. But I know, my kind of the driving strategy to be driving in the gold supercar is very fragile to be putting up to be well onto the cruising race. Okay, looks like the nitro is good to go. I'll have to go for the boost. Take a good excellent pace, checkpoint by checkpoint in every route. Straight away by the chance, we'll be doing optional when going faster to be in the all-wheel drive supercar. Alright, that's a miracle work. Keep going. The Gallo can actually have to take a lot of good spotlight to be on the replay. Let's go for the Gold Rush Nitro boost. Coming in to pass through the bridge. Slow down quicker and take a recovery speed. Here comes Olympic Park. Halfway there by over 50%. We'll be going up on to 60% in the progression. Checkpoint clear, proceed, and take the next turn at the right corner to be currently in the main route of the road. We're almost there, folks. We are getting closer to Seattle to be in the final destination. Number one main goal, just keep on racing, stay golden clean. There it is, Seattle, Washington. Right on the main destination spot to be at the finish line. But it's not that far, but we're still getting closer to have a few more distance to be on the mileage. But it's going to be doing some excellent hard work to be in a good clean racing effort to be well driven in the street race discipline temporarily used in the mixed event. But of course, I've been working so hard to do some video editing to have previous live summon will be filled out to be on the full marathon to be uploaded for only one day. But it's going to be a few of them will be scheduled. Hold on a second. I didn't notice that barrier is crooked. I had to take a good look after the free mode activity for having one video after this.
Final leg of the final stage. Watch the drivers go for it. If they can't make it here, they can't make it anywhere.
Alright. Fast tourist for a Lamborghini. Number one podium spot to be achieved. Almost close enough. 95,000 points is going to be doing some skill mechanic to be outcome to have a number one spot. Not bad after all, but getting closer on to 100,000 points and already made it in onto the platinum rank to be at 10,234 place. Alright, this is it, folks. The grand finale of Live Xtreme Series is about to go underway. 4 disciplines will be selected to be on every leg, will be on a different view of the cutscene. Just like the third anniversary, but now it's about to go. Westside Crusin is now featured for today's live summit event. Is going to be a very challenging ways to go higher and faster to be on best any kinds of good discipline on different high performance. Gonna have to take my pick for a good select recommendation. Gonna have to go with the Mitsubishi Lancer WRC05. Leg number 1 select. Now for going for hypercar number 2. Gold Nugget Edition in the Chevy Corvette C7 ZR1. Okay, Jet Sprint to be on leg number 3. Choosing the Proto Rocket will be going in to be on a full speed. Now for the final leg in Albert Grand Prix. Choosing the KTM Expo R Albert Grand Prix Edition with the UDRS Insportec will be at the go. Alright viewers, here I go. Let's take on in the Westside Crusin to be in the grand finale of Live Xtreme Series.
Welcome folks to the grand finale of the Live Xtreme Series. We're here in Northern California for the most important race of the year. This is the big one, where the top drivers in Motor Nation take on their biggest rivals to see who really reigns supreme.
Just like last time from the 3rd Anniversary Live Summon, it's about to go challenging to be in the Westside Crusin to take 4 disciplines to be in the #1 podium. Let's go quick and fast to go down the hill in the rallycross racing.
You want to rule Motor Nation? You're gonna have to earn it right here.
Okay, gonna have to do this. Concentration is gonna have to do some several jumps to be in the ring condition. Gonna have to go early
I guess
break.
champion of it all is the only thing you'll settle for. All right, let's see if you still got it.
Alright, still got this in the bag, Tuck. It's all about doing some good motivation to dominate in the Motor Nation. Checkpoint clear, now going in quicker. Okay, stay on it. Checkpoint proceed and go for the recovery.
Don't think I'm gonna take it easy on you just because I like you.
Alright, almost there. Yeah, that's more like
Wow,
it.
hot damn, this is one heck of a race.
Rallycross complete in leg #1. Let's go hypercar racing in leg #2 to take the asphalt. So now, staying on track in first #1 at the lead. Tio is in #2 to be in the silver. Let's kick it up.
You got past me once. Not again.
Your McLaren just barely got a lot of good speed out there, Tio. My Corvette always goes for the golden.
I'll get my payback now.
Okay, gonna have to stay on it. Checkpoint by every route in the streets. Smooth technique complete. Excellent job.
There's no way I'm letting you take another crown.
Jeez, it's kind of personal with this guy, isn't it?
Beats me, hero. He just always go for the focus to be in the #1 spot. Alright. Now, hypercar finish on leg #2. Let's go jet sprint to be in leg #3 on the waters. Let's go fast and whip quick to be on the jet sprint to be in the waters of San Francisco at the Bay Area.
This time, I'm not holding anything back.
Alright, looks like Sophia is up, currently to be in the #2 spot. Gonna have to go concentration and going quicker to be in the freestyle jet sprint. Several contact by the buoys. Excellent, good speed. Excellent.
Push it to the limit, darling.
You know I always do.
It's all about having fun to be riding in jet sprint for the grand finale, Sophia. I bet Emmett has been doing all kinds of
I see
teaching
you've been
to do
practicing.
some entertainment. There you go.
No points, no tricks, just you and me in a flat-out race. And it's about time.
Okay, now very good close call. Almost barely lost my touch. Kick it back up. Coming in closer. And doing no contact when going in the canal. Alright, let's go forward onto the Giants racetrack for the final leg, folks. Let's make a good stop onto the jet sprint and go pro racing in the Alpha Grand Prix. Let's hop on to my KTM Expo R. Let's go in.
Allow me to correct the mistake that was made before.
Alright, looks like it's only you and me, Clarence. Your Proto Alpha Mark X is going to be doing some different types of upgrade improvements. Gonna have to keep it up forwards. Gonna have to go exit the track and go for the open areas. That's the spirit. Main cue and go for the acceleration. Okay, that was close. Now let's go and take the road.
It will be my pleasure to deny you this championship.
Clarence, you're just a sore loser.
No, I'm a great driver, as I'm about to remind your former protege.
Still barely got some more practice to be
Alpha
using in the
leisurely
Alpha Grand
drive,
Prix
are we?
KTM Expo. But still gonna have to do some fast-paced handling on the track. Okay, almost there. Gonna have to keep this old pal together. Still barely got a lot of good speed. And going up and make the final stretch towards the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm gonna do it, and finally made it right on time. Successful. Finally made it to have a #1 podium spot to be on the fourth leg. Yeah, now that's a very good butterfly effect.
There you have it, folks. A new champion who came from nowhere to take it all and be crowned head of Motor Nation. We took a moment to speak to those who know our champion best to get their thoughts.
He's earned it. He's dependable and trustworthy and one heck of a pilot. And he's proved that from the ground up.
I'm down with that. Though I'd vote for more up and less ground.
I deal only with winners. And winners like to deal with me. They know the secret is hard work. And they're willing to put it in to be the best. And don't think you can pull one over on me. Our champion could, but he's one of a kind.
Him? He's a fraud. And so is any racing circuit that would call him a champion. If he really wants to race, he knows where to find me.
He's done some real good for the family. And he ain't bad at racing either.
Can he race? Sure, but he's more than that. He's become a friend. Just look at this car if you want proof of how thoughtful and caring he is.
I've been with the champ since the beginning, when we were a couple of nobodies. But I always knew he had what it took. Skill, determination, hard work, the whole package. Now look at him. Not bad for a couple of nobodies, don't you think?
So, how does it feel to be the new champion of the Live Xtreme Series and the leader of Motor Nation? Surely you must be proud of everything you've accomplished.
And that's a wrap, you guys. Event number 6 is complete to be well achieved in the grand finale of Live Xtreme Series. 100,000 points to be well achieved for having a perfect moment to be in the follow-up catch-up from last time. But also to be as last year, of course, but I just barely did everything I could for having a different role of a homework. Just only for having an average YouTuber, of course, because doing some hard work to do some main gameplays to be on the live summit in the Crew 2. So now, I have finally made it to be on the Platinum rank on 4,839 plates before at the end of the Westside Crusin to be moving on to take the next event before at the end of American Legends in Season 5, Episode 1 from Motorplex. Hollywood Stuntman is coming up to have a brand new kind of a platinum reward is the Eternal Orange Smoke to be on the rare Vanity, along with the exterior parts of the Chevrolet Camaro RS Rallycross Edition and Hap set in the Monster Truck Discipline to be in the Boosted. So let's have a good preview look to be in Hollywood Stuntman to have some good preparation to be on the restrictions. Alright, so it looks like 4 restricted vehicles is now also to be featured to be some more freestyle events and also to have 1 Rallycross Discipline along with the pro racing skills to be in a Solemn. Sounds like having a lot of stunt entertainment for doing the final event at the end of American Legends in Episode 1. But I mean, it's going to be having a lot of hard work for doing some long delays, for having some developments to come up with some full segments. It's going to be come in handy to do some hard work. But I mean, it's going to be a while, folks. But I know it's going to be a long development wait to have some lineup to be in a massive upload to be in the development. It'll make sure all kinds of different events to be featured on this season will be on the way, will be set to be uploaded to be on streaming. But trust you wait, folks. We're almost done because at the end of this event, before moving on in Hollywood Stuntman, it's going to be one last event before moving on to be in Episode 2 in Season 5 of Motorplex. Thank you for watching on my video in the Crew 2, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like Deviant Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.